before you go, listen to what I've got to say. Pigs are vermin. They reach plague proportions in the west and give farmers and graziers hell. They raid wheat crops and steal up to 60% of lambs each year.
I'm going to start from this top again,
for those
please.
of you that think it's cruel the way we're going to kill pigs here.
Okay.
It'll come on a sec.
Yeah.
There's something I've put together myself in the past decade that I've been chasing pigs. Now, for those of you that don't like a sight of blood, I suggest you leave the room for the next 50 minutes or so. But before you go, listen to what I've got to say. Pigs are vermin. They reach plague proportions in the west and give farmers and graziers hell. They raid wheat crops and steal up to 60% of lambs each year. Now, for those of you that think it's cruel the way we're going to kill pigs here, just look at poisons. It takes up to 3 and 4 days to kill a pig, whereas we're swift and sure with the knife. If you're looking at cruelty, you'd look at myxomatosis. Myxomatosis, for those of you that don't know, is a disease introduced into rabbits in a fungus form which grows over the eyes until they can't see. When they can't see, they can't eat. And when they can't eat, they can't shit. And when they can't shit, they die. This scene you see here is a mate of mine, Vicky Slop, dragging an old cow out of the dam. Now, the film you're about to see is film that I have taken all over different parts of Queensland, out as far as Bourke, Longreach, Callumalla, St George, Mungandai, Fallon, Boomai, Tara, Meendara, and it has been Super 8 film changed from Super 8 to half-inch video, and it has all been taken in anywhere from 10 years to 2 years apart. And what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and describe each scene to you as it comes on, because it's been cut and changed. This first scene is a scene there is Kerry and Bully. Kerry belonged to me, Bully belonged to a fellow called Danny Beale, as he's well known as Dagger Dan. And it's on a place at Tara that belongs to a fellow by the name of Charlie Bartley. Danny used to work for this man years ago when he was a young bloke, and still goes back there chasing pigs. And that's Danny about to hit the pig with the knife now. There's old Bully there, the brindle dog you can see in your camera now. Was a very, very good dog, and so was a brindle bitch of mine, Kerry. This scene here is out of Daymar. Now Daymar is it's about 120, 130 miles the other side of Gundawindi. That fella in the check shirt you can see is my Uncle Joe, and my young cousin, young Jimmy with the whippet, hanging on there. Very nice big fella, you can see the pink showing up under his belly there, and Joe's dog Sambo hanging on real well there. Having a bit of trouble getting him off too. Now this next scene is a dog belonging to Mick Frawley, the black dog, and my uncle's whippet greyhound cross hanging on the back end there. Now in the next scene about to come up, you'll see a dog flash out wide across the camera, and that's my dog Tobin, who's always claimed to be the best dog I've ever had, but you'll see why in a minute, because you'll see his speed. Now you look out in the far left hand side of the screen in a minute when we get off this shot, and you'll see him flash across the screen, outrun a whippet greyhound cross and race up and catch a pig. There he goes now.
You want some bacon each, Rick?
Very, very fast dog, and a
thanks,
very, very good dog on pigs. That's me sitting on the pig, and my two dogs, Kerry and Tobin, which the breed I've got now runs right back to. Very, very good pair of dogs, and they bred me a lot of good pups. Now, this is another scene of my uncle's dog sitting there. Just watch this scene. Watch the pig bail up, watch Sambo race in, the pig rock him off, and then Kerry come in on the other side, and Sambo pick himself up and grab it too, and the uncle come running across and grab the pig in the navy singlet. Very good shot, that one. We're still on Hall's place at Daymar, the other side of Gundawindi. And yet another pig bites at us there. with my uncle Stan there with Sambo. We had a little brother of that dog years ago. Was a very, very good little dog to me. Now here's Kerry and the Whippet Splinter again on a pig, and ours are going across a killer pig. Now this shot here is where I'm catching a pig out of Joe's sty, and there was a big boar in there, and no way in the world I was getting in there because he'd always have a go at it. So I made a lasso up out of fence and wire, drove this pig's head, and that's what you can see him going crazy there. Now this scene here is my old bitch Kerry and a good dog that I had, Trigger, who was by Tobe and had a Kerry. Archie Richardson jumping over the pig and looking very awkward about it. He shouldn't do. He's lived in the West all his life and thrown hundreds of pigs, so he shouldn't have any trouble throwing that one, but he did. This Trigger, a very, very good little dog. When the camera gets up close to him, you'll see a big rip in his back leg there. Ripped. If he wasn't getting ripped, he was coming out of the truck and run over him once and broke his jaw and broke some teeth out. One night on Jimmy Dawson's place there at Ginnerbry, I put him on a big boar, and it took about 10 seconds. The boar ripped 3 gaping big holes in him, and I thought he was going to bleed to death for sure. I've never seen a pig lose so much blood in such a short time in all my life, but he lived over it. I brought him home, and I come out pig chasing a week later, and while I was away he got out of his kennel and got run over and got his front leg broken. So when he got over that and he just got healed up, I took him out and I put him after a pig. I'd never seen him for 2 months. Bloke brought him back and lost him for 2 months. Then I put him after a pig on Bullivant Plains one day, and I was right behind him when it happened. The pig gave him a bit of a rip in the bloody chest, and I didn't take much notice, and I said, "Come on, kill the pig," and I said, "Come on, Trigger, let's go." And I went to walk away, and I seen him fall over, and I went back and picked him up, and he hardly lost any blood, and the pig's tusk wouldn't have been half an inch long. And if you're watching this film in my lounge room at 28 Fifth Avenue, Scarborough, if you look over down the far end of the room under the buffalo's head, you'll see the tusk that actually killed him, and you wouldn't believe they did, but they did. Hardly lost any blood, and the dog died in my arms as I was carrying him back. It's something I could never ever work out, because it was only months before I seen that dog lose a gallon of blood, and it didn't worry him. He lived through it okay. Yet one little short rip in the chest like that, and the dog died. So I could never ever make that out. That's Archie Richardson with the hat on helping me throw the pig in the back, and Eddie Johnson on the right hand side. That's me jumping into the sty of pigs there. These pigs are pigs I caught the Courseville weekend. I had this sty right by the shearing quarters where we were staying, and I'll pick up about 70 odd pigs that I caught during the weekend, all lovely fat sows, and I was throwing them in the trailer, taking them home ready to eat.